happening, HC Nation? Zach Edwards here with another Stump the Creator. So today is what, Thursday? So we're doing this one day in advance this week, and that's just because we have so much planned for Friday. So for Friday, I couldn't do it. So I thought I'd get it done. I have a great question that came in from Karen from the Timothy Ministry, and they are a large group that plays the game. I'm not sure if I should say which state, but they're great. They've been around for actually quite a while. So let me get to their question. It says, we are having some disputes in one of my classes about the vagueness of this card. Can you switch with any card in someone's civilization? You know what, before I go any further, let me bring up the picture of the card. So like always, I'm going to pause this, bring up the picture, and then start again. 1 second. Okay, here we go. So this is the Dutch East India Company. And the abilities say, with this card, you may trade with any opponent, meaning one, for up to 5 minutes. So that means with just one person. Now, normally you do not trade during the game. It's not fair. You'll get people that do these alliances, which are great. You can do an alliance, have a treaty between somebody and yourself, but there's no trading cards during the gameplay. So that being said, let's go back to the email. Here's the email. Okay. It says, can you switch with any card in someone's civilization? Hand, question mark, discard pile. That is great question. That is such a great question. Well, the only two that are active that you can actually do it, because if you can't go in the discard pile because those are already away, and you can't do it from your draw pile because those are not able to be touched. You're not able to look through those cards. So the only thing that actually makes sense, and yes, you're right. We should have actually put in there, and I think this was a rare card. No, I think this wasn't a rare card. Okay, so with this card, you can change it. Let's see, you can exchange from your civilization something that's already active. This, I guess, also has something to do with like the ownership of the card. You have ownership of it. You don't have it if it's in the discard because you're not allowed to touch that. That's against the rules to touch. So you don't own those cards. And then also the cards that are in the draw pile, those are also off limits to grab from. So the only two that you can actually trade from are from your hand, which normally I'd say just from your hand. But because it doesn't actually say, it should be civilization and your hand. That is a great question. Now, there's another question that keeps going. It says, and if it is open to civilization, what prevents the players from taking the morale? Okay, so if you're actually going to trade, it is not taking a card from another person. You have to trade. You give a card, they give a card. So they're giving the permission to take that morale. If a card comes into your hands and you didn't have it before, say you stole it or took it from your opponent or copied it, you're able to use those abilities as well, just as much as your opponent was able to use those abilities. Now, if it's taken away from you, except for morale, you lose that ability. So if it's like increases strength or helps stop something from happening, those abilities go away when the card goes away. The morale is permanently inside your civilization. If someone else takes your card, then they too can also gain from that morale as well. So I hope that helps. Karen, just so you know, I'm going to be giving all your questions that you have. Please make a list of them. I love these questions. I will make videos for you to be able to show your other players. So you can just send this out to all your players and they can know ahead of schedule. So now I know that there's one more question that you had. Here we go. Another question. So this is question number 2 from Karen. Another question from some of my more experienced players. Ooh, I love these questions. If they stump me, they get a prize. So this is part of Stump the Creator. And again, Karen, if you're getting this email and you don't know about the Stump the Creator, write in the subject area Stump the Creator, and I will literally answer them on video. And if you stump me, Whoever submitted that question gets a prize. So send me questions, please. Okay, going back to the question. The question was, how can you use the ability from this card without it being a hold or an interrupt? Now, some of these cards, just so you know, for everyone to know, is we've gone through them in the videos before. Some have, I mean, there's probably like 3 or 4 that have mistaken like hold or instant or interrupt abilities. So we're actually creating a blacklist page, which is blacklist and questions like this for ones that are like have errors or have issues with them. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so again, one more question. Going back to the question. The question was, how can you use the ability for this card without it being a hold or interrupt? And then period. As it would not make much sense if only able to use during your own turn. Great question. Okay, so now I'm going to pause this again because this is another image that she took. So I'm going to pause this and be right back. Okay, we're back. Here we go. So for Empedocles, for Empedocles, wow. Please correct me if I'm wrong in saying that. I'll look it up. Did not expect this. Again, I don't look at these questions. As soon as I see there's a set of questions, I use them as Stump the creators. And if they say Stump in the subject line, then I will not read it beforehand. So I haven't actually looked at these questions before. So Empidocles, the ability to say, when a character is sent to the discard pile, okay, Empedocles makes them return to the battlefield without reaching the discard. Now, I'm glad that you asked this question because it's been mentioned in the tournaments, but has not been mentioned in a video. So you're the first one to do this. Empedocles. I love that name. I love it. Okay. They are actually a hold. So it accidentally was made an instant, but it has been changed for the future to be a hold the next time we print it. So thank you for catching this. I need to be able to put this on that blacklisted page because that's not part of my list of cards to put on that page. Empedocles, and I'll actually put that down as soon as I'm done with this video, is a hold ability because you want to be able to do this. Now, it's interesting enough. This is not an interrupt. It actually has to be in play at the time, and a hold and a one time. Because we found another card that basically makes it, and this is Dr. Benjamin Church, who saves someone from going to the discard. Then the seasoned players were able to make it almost an infinite card. And you can actually look, I think 2 weeks back, the Stump the Creators, you're going to see this question. Empedocles, we're not going to make that issue. So it is a hold and a one time, not an interrupt. Not that it totally makes it an issue, because you could have, say, I'm trying to remember Dr. Benjamin Church in this. Well, go look at the last video that was done, and you'll see all about it. I think that's it for the questions. Karen, I hope that helps you. Everyone else, please put your comments below if you have any questions. And please send this around to all your friends that play Historical Conquest, because this is a very powerful card in the sense that you're able to play it and hold on to that ability for when you really need it. He might not be that strong strength-wise, but he is strong when it comes to the abilities. And so is Dr. Benjamin Church. So check out our blacklisted page. That should be up this week. Yeah, should be there. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will talk to you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye. If you have any comments or questions, add them to the comments below. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow, actually. Take care. Bye.